Let's begin a solo adventure using Gateway RPG in a Lovecraftian horror setting. I will be playing a character who received a letter from their friend who has disappeared and his investigation into it. Professor Alastair Finch is a man whose life has been consumed by the dusty tomes and forgotten lore of academia. A brilliant, if somewhat reclusive scholar of ancient languages and occult history, Finch possesses an intellect sharper than any blade. While his mind is a labyrinth of forgotten truths and arcane theories, his physical form is less imposing. He's more at home in a library than a fistfight. His sharp observational skills and vast knowledge are his greatest assets, often leading him down paths others dare not tread. Here's a rundown of Professor Alastair Finch's character stats. Archetype: erudite academic, occult investigator. His traits and skills are proficiency in intelligence, checks. Deficiency in strength, checks. Armor class is 12, hit points are 4, movement speed is up to 30 feet per turn, weapons none currently, to be determined by gameplay, not on basic sheet. Items: lantern. Okay, let's start a new adventure. From my perspective, playing solo. The wind howls like a banshee as he steps out of his rented motorcar, the ancient, decaying Thorn Manor looming before him, silhouetted against a bruised twilight sky. The air is thick with the scent of damp earth and something else, something metallic and vaguely organic. Dr. Elias Thorne's last frantic letter haunts his mind, incoherent scrawls hinting at forbidden knowledge and an unspeakable dread. Before he enters, he wants to quickly scan the immediate exterior of the house for any signs of forced entry, unusual tracks, or anything out of place. I think this calls for a wisdom perception check. Given the dim light and the general state of disrepair, I'll set the difficulty class to moderate. Let's set it at a 12. Since he isn't specifically proficient in perception, I'll roll a normal D20. I rolled a 9. He scans the porch and the immediate area around the door, but the shadows are deep and the old wood is weathered. He doesn't spot any obvious signs of forced entry or clear tracks in the dying light. The house just looks old and neglected. All right then. He'll push the door open fully and step inside, calling out for Elias. He'll try to be cautious, but his priority is to find him. As he pushes the door, it groans open, revealing a grand but eerily quiet foyer. Dust motes dance in the faint green light filtering from a room to his left. The air within is stale, heavy, and carries that same unsettling metallic organic scent, stronger now. He calls out Elias's name, but only his echo answers. Did Elias leave a note or any obvious message for him in the foyer? I will roll on the solo oracle. I rolled a 13. Yes, but minor complication. He doesn't see anything immediately obvious. However, as he glances around, his gaze falls upon a small, dusty writing desk in the corner of the foyer. It's cluttered with old mail and papers, and on top, almost hidden beneath a stack of periodicals, is a single, heavily stained envelope. It's addressed to him, in Elias's distinctive, if now shaky, handwriting. The complication is that a strange black residue covers one corner of the envelope, and as he reaches for it, he feels a faint, unpleasant vibration. He'll carefully pick up the envelope, trying to avoid the residue as much as possible, and quickly open it to read its contents. He manages to peel open the envelope without much trouble. Inside is another note, scrawled hastily on a torn piece of parchment. It reads, "Alastair, I found it. The gate. The truths are too terrible. It is here, below the library. The chanting, it never stops. They are coming for me. Don't look upon the geometry. My mind, falling. The key is in the book of." The message abruptly cuts off, the last words dissolving into a series of jagged, nonsensical lines and what looks like a frantic sketch of an impossible angle. Below the library, the book of... His mind races. He needs to get to the library immediately. He'll head towards the room with the green light, assuming it's the library or leads to it. As he moves, he'll pay close attention to any strange sounds or further signs of Elias. He moves swiftly towards the source of the faint green light. It emanates from a large room on the ground floor, undoubtedly the manor's expansive library. The door stands ajar. As he approaches, a low, guttural chanting seems to pulse from deeper within the house, just beyond the library walls. It's faint, but undeniably present and deeply unsettling. Is the chanting coming from a direction that would allow him to avoid a direct confrontation if he goes to the library? I will roll on the solo oracle. I rolled a 4. No. The chanting seems to emanate from directly below or adjacent to the library.